This place looks just like any other classroom. But something's off.
Is that all?
So this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear something?
I think I heard someone laughing.
Something's not right. Is there something... July 22nd, 1984? Belle?
Senior? You're back!
Belle?
And you are?
But...
It really is you, Senior! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured. And so many of us, we've been here, waiting all this time.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable that I never came back to...
You apologizing so seriously? That's not like you at all, Senior.
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But all of you are already dead.
Himiko, these students, who are they?
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by a tragic accident.
What?
Oh no, Senior, he's here! That thing is coming!
Wait, what did you just say?
Everyone!
We've got the wave now. Time to regroup with Welt and the others. You can't save them. They're already ghosts. It wasn't Sparksy who attacked them, but something far more cruel. And they didn't die in the present, but during a certain twilight 15 years ago. However, this definitely isn't some kind of time travel to the past. Someone created this space for unknown reasons, only to reenact before an eyewitness the bloodbath at Graphia Academy from the Phantasmoon games 15 years ago. That's right. But that has nothing to do with the enemy we're facing right now. I know you have a lot of questions now, but we'll have time to talk about all this in detail after we deal with Sparksy. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Welt.
in time, or you would have ended up as a target practice dummy.
Beep boop. This furbo nearly bit the dust. President, you're here! You're gonna give this furbo some hazard pay, right?
Wispe called emotes.
Sparksy must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look after.
She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moons. Now what?
Be it Sparkle or Sparksy, both are equally just as headache-inducing. All right, everyone, let's round up these emotes and take a look.
Sneaky laugh. It probably does know where the moon is hiding. But how are we meant to even reach the thing?
The gym. I've missed this. There was a time when I really envied those classmates who could sprint across the field, giving it their all. I'd already graduated by the time I started feeling this way. Due to some circumstances, I went back to my father's school to work. Good jump, and we should be able to reach that emote.
Sparksy.
Since Sparksy dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantasmoon games, she had better be ready to become a spoil of war herself. He and I will head to the atrium next, piece the imaginated landscape back together, and help Sparkle take down Sparksy. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. This time, I truly hope no innocent people get hurt during the Phantasmoon games.
Don't worry, Miss Himeko. Mr. Yang and I have got this. You better give that girl a taste of her own medicine for messing with us like some comedy act.
What does everyone think? Will the Nameless win? Let's cheer for Miss Sparksy!
Who will emerge victorious? Miss Sparksy or the Astral Express? Stay tuned to find out!
Sparkle and Sparksy are gone. And the students too.
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude awakening. Sparksicon hasn't even started.
Da-da-da-da! Time for your SparksyCon grand finale!
Because I, the Nameless of the Astral Express, will challenge you as a fellow supplicant and crush your elation.
Challenge me? I'd love to fight you.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
I choose you.
As you wish. I shall remember this warmth. Time for some sweet dreams.
You can do it. Where the heck did she drag me to?
May death protect us! Root here.
Guiding rainbow, have some sunshine.
I shall remember this warmth.
To smell the blue, restore the skies. Cyberball.
Trust me. We can do anything.
Okay. Embrace a new life.
Did everyone really take good care of Sparksy?
You win!
May death protect us!
Stop messing around. Treat our guests nice. Don't worry. Night falls. Good night. Till we meet again.
Have some sunshine.
I shall remember this warmth.
That's my popularity.
May death protect us!
can do anything!
Mavis, dispel the gloom! Destroy the sky!
I shall remember this moment.
As you wish. Root here. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
As you've written!
Again. Rise and shine.
Anything. Future is great. Have some sunshine.
Rex over.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Not a bad idea. Still here.
Treat our guests nicely.
Guys, so leave it with
Next time.
Let's drown him in our spit! Defend this spot!
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Not everyone wants to be here. I'll show them my Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang? Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry, though. With my...
Thank you, General. By the way, above your head.
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. Or else, I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns of fate, don't they? All right, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for us to say goodbye.
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing. All I remember is Sparksy and the Nameless got into a fight.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall with one swing. That strength was unreal.
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic hero. That was seriously awesome.
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
Did they recover?
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus. Compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires, the fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparksy virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all, I'm sure you've already made your decision, right?
So, Victor, here to claim your prize? Very well. Sparksicle has no objections to that, so what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not that. Or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll live stream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor. All right. Let what belongs to the Graphia family return to the Graphia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantasmoon Games than another enemy, right? What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparksicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your Elation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the old model. That Elation isn't mine. It's the Elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Sparkle? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is the mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain. Ladies and gentlemen, are you having fun? A friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't underestimate the Phantasmoon Games. You won't get another opening act as spectacular as this Sparksicle.
Sparksy. No. Sparkle? Which one is which?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us. that the elation in Planarcadia has become something even the gods no longer recognize. In any case, everything here has come to an end. Indeed, I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place. Let me know when you're ready to head out. This place. It's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantasmoon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the Eve. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
It was a tragedy the world could not forget. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
"15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantasmoon Games. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Welcome back back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition. We continue to bring you updates on the Phantom Moon game.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began!
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Astral Express went head-to-head with streamer Sparksy in a spectacular showdown. Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers' fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects. Turns out he's got real moves.
We'll continue following the Astral Express's activities and bring you...
Breaking! Around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantasmoon games and got caught in the fallout. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment, 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending for their autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean. Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit. But that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon games twice. So let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around,
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could dispel the metallic tang of blood clinging to his nose. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask, a grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected it to be the omen of a friend's death.
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body. Another nameless casualty buried beneath a headline. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great figures. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug from a petty gang?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted my offer?
You are right, Miss Pearl. I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands, just like 15 years ago. The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ash.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Planarcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest players. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No, changed your minds already. You suits sure turn faster than a page in a page. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imaginate. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of Elation, while others say she enters the Dark Zone created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters.
But it's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source. Or art.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you know, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the Elation. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged solely to her. Just like
Gravia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to test your luck?
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you...
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Skrulum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective, Miss Silverwolf. A word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stonehearts investment in a Stellaron hunter. Just think of this deal as something private between you and...
half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf. How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people...
Nice.
not be troubled by waxing or waning. Do not be troubled by waxing or waning. Would it not be uninteresting if the Omnitia truly spared none? Wait. Does this road have more variables to come? Does this road have more variables to come? Does this road have more variables to come?
No need to hesitate. Your judgment brought you this far. A will of metal and stone.
All's revealed in divining.
Watch this.
Broken Phantasm.
Stars favor us.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles. Dragons, obey soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
I am the born unlimited. Blade works.
I'll stand in their way.
Let's let you find the answer. Feeling spiffy?
恋のやつ体をボルドレスインどこに行くもう少し手応えがあると思ったがね
しゃ。Blessing in disguise.
I'll go easy.
Dragons, soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Psycho Tuts. Kanado Boru. I am the unlimited. Blade works.
Troublemaker. Sha. That omen. Don't thank me.
We have the edge.
Feeling spiffy?
Kanado Boru.
Limitless possibilities still exist within the Omnitia.